You don't even know what we used to get away with talking in Pig Latin.
Take your favourite, Shakespearean monologue and just shout it to the back of the room. And I was like, sorry, what?
Just any of Shakespeare's prose, Lil.
And so I did the Serenity.
Sounds Shakespearean, doesn't it?
I think I'm going with sauces.
You're giving up kissing so you can have gravy with your roast. So knock that piece of chicken all wet in gravy. This week's episode of Listen Bitch contains very strong language, adult themes, and, an emotional ride, an emotional roller coaster. Welcome to Listen Bitch. It's great to be here. Named by Lily Allen. And it's a bloody good name. It's a bloody good name. Listen, bitch.
I've got a numb foot. Dead foot. Sitting on it.
Yeah, we're getting old. Do your knees click when you stand up?
No, not currently, but only because I've been working on that,
Yeah. I haven't trained in a while. But anyway, back to Listen Bitch. It's a very special episode. Did you see the t-shirt that I wore for you? Exodus.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought that's gone into your wardrobe, especially for me.
Rastafari. Let's talk about the theme. The theme is Ask Us Anything. Oh yeah, ask us bloody anything. So I didn't have any research to do about the history of Ask Us Anything, so let's go.
Thank fuck. Jesus. So that's one thing I'm not going to miss, is the history of absolutely anything.
Excuse me, bitch.
I'm sorry, I'm just falling asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to educate myself and the world around me. Okay.
Yeah, educate yourself on your own damn time. Okay, now.
You've learned some shit and you know it.
Okay.
Let's have our first question. This week's Listen Bitch.
Hi Lily, hi Miquita, how are you? That's not a question, but if you were in your 20s and had to start all over again, what could you do differently? If you had to start in 2025, I was thinking about becoming a professional fighter and opening an OnlyFans. Have a good day. I love you, girls.
Thank you, darling. Oh, if I could...
I would do less drugs.
Yeah. Let's keep it absolutely real. No. Actually, no. I counteract that, which I know the BBC love. So let's have a counter argument here. I disagree, Lily Allen, because imagine if we didn't get fucked up in our 20s and we were doing it now. How bad would that look? That wouldn't be a good look. So I'm happy we got it out the way when we were still young.
It's not an inevitability that you're going to spend a part of your life fucked up. I feel like if you, just because we didn't do it in our 20s doesn't mean that your 30s and 40s you're going to be like completely off your fucking face.
I disagree. Again, I will counteract you. All the people that when I heard of university, I heard a lot about young people that didn't take loads of drugs and didn't party loads in their teens, and then they get to university and go absolutely nuts and bonkers. By the time I was 20, I was over quite a lot of drugs, actually.
I would have taken the advice of my accountant at the time and invested some of my money. That's what I would have done.
I would have paid my tax bill.
Yeah.
And I would have paid more sports. And I think that would have kept me busy. So then I wouldn't have done all the other stuff. And probably paid my tax bill. So there you go.
I think we answered that one. Let's have another question.
Ask us anything.
Hi, Lily and Miquita. This is another Lily currently living in Montpellier. So my question today is about making decisions and taking the next step. So I'm kind of at a point in my life where I'm just about to have to decide what I'm going to do next. And I have a few options and all of them have some uncertainty and all of them have good things and all of them mean that I'll miss out on other things. Basically, I'm finding it really hard to decide what to do next. And I was wondering if either of you had any advice on how you decide what to do next. Because I think one of my biggest fears is future regret. Like I don't want to make a decision, it be the wrong one. And I know that everyone says that, whatever decision you make will be the right one, but how do you make peace with making that decision?
I think that in this day and age, we are obsessed with control. And I think the fear of making the wrong decision is actually what you need to look at rather than the actual decision-making process itself. You know, ask yourself what you're so scared of. And it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like whatever journey you're on, whatever path you end up taking is the path that you're on. So just like get on with it. Cross that bridge when you get to it, you know?
Work from a place of courage, not fear. Because even if it's not really, right or wrong decision, but if you live from a place of fear, then I don't know, everything's a bit tainted by that. You just got to be a brave motherfucker and take risks. Like Richard Osman. It's very important.
It's hard though. It is hard, you know.
Definitely.
It's hard being a grown-up and not having somebody there to tell you what to do, having to take responsibility for yourself and your choices. Don't I fucking know it. But, you know, you just have to throw yourself into the wind a little bit and deal with the consequences when they arise. That's life, baby.
Do you have any regrets about things that you didn't do? I actually don't know this about you. Is there anything you were like...
Do I have regrets about things that I didn't do?
Yeah, is there anything you nearly did and then you were too scared to?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
And that's because she lives from a place of courage. You do like a risky move.
No, it's because I'm stupid. I like to... I'm like, was that scary? Yeah, I'm in.
Lily, that's the way to live. That's why you've had such a big life.
I could have been more cautious and I'd probably be, you know, more like financially stable and secure. But, you know, I like... I've had some extreme highs and some extreme lows, and I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, that's my journey, that's my experience, and I'm an artist, so you know I need the lows to write about, or to act about, or to use in my acting or my writing or whatever it is, or on my podcast.
When Lily said, "Ask yourself what you're so scared of," that's quite good. Like interrogate the fear, hang out with it, talk to it, then do the thing anyway. Feel the fear and then do it fucking anyway. Like there's quite a lot that I'm doing at the moment that I'm like, I'm actually a bit scared. And I'm like, but I'm still going to do it. I'd be more scared of not doing it. So just hang out with fear.
You very rarely can control the outcome of anything, you know? There's always so many sort of variables and things that can happen unexpectedly. It's, you know, we need to like let go of control. Essentially,
I've been doing the mantra. It's on my phone. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change things I can, and wisdom to know the fucking difference.
That's the serenity prayer.
I know.
From NA and AA. Did you know this?
I'm not actually.
Did I tell you a funny story once when I was doing...
Actually, I took this picture from... Sorry, the screensaver is from your house. It's that card that's on the side.
Yeah, when I did the 222... and which was a play that I did in the West End in 2021.
We know, people know.
Oh, yeah, but they don't know this. So we had this vocal coach called Hazel, and the first day of rehearsals, everyone else in the play was obviously a professional actor and had been acting their lives and had been to drama school or whatever. And we were standing on the stage and she was like, I would just like everyone to feel the space and I want you to like hit the back of the room. So if you just take your favorite, you know, Shakespearean monologue and just shouted to the back of the room, and I was like, sorry, what?
Favorite Shakespeare?
I was like, I don't know any Shakespearean monologues. She was like, well, any piece of prose that you know
just
off
any
by
of
heart.
Shakespeare's prose level.
And so I did the Serenity.
Good get out. Good get out. Sounds Shakespearean, doesn't it? There are quite a lot of people that just assume you can quote Shakespeare or tell someone your favourite bit part.
Babe, I'm not Judi Dench and this is not a Graham Norton show. Okay, let's move on.
All right, let's actually move on. Let's have another question for Ask Us Anything.
Hello, my name is Ellie and I'm from Malta. By the way, I love this show so much. Keep it up. I have a question. You know what I can do about rumors that are spreading around me and about the cyberbullying that's happening? Please. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Can I just say, as we do your final listen bits for a while, it's because I keep saying the country, but we've just had a question from Malta and Montpellier. Like, it's crazy the avenues our river has flown to. isn't it?
And I'll say it again. It's crazy how we haven't seen any of the royalty statements.
Where's that Malta advertising money?
Yeah.
Maltese
Anyway,
advertising money.
I didn't understand the question. Something about cyberbullying.
I did. Yeah, she's like, rumours going around about me, cyberbullying, how do I deal with this?
Oh, God, you're asking the wrong person.
Someone said to me the other day, you washed up, dirty bitch. I hope you hear the screams of every baby that you killed in your dreams at night.
Oh, no, baby, that was me. I wrote you that.
That was you on the phone. That was a voice note.
Sorry.
I mean, I actually just, sometimes you have to laugh. It's just like, whoa, people
You do
are
have
so
to laugh
dark.
because, like, whoever's got the fucking time and inclination to be like, I am so outraged, I'm going to type this into a social media website and post it.
I need to tell Miquita
No.
Oliver about her fucking shameful life.
I don't interact with people like that. Anyway, I don't have the internet, so that would be my advice: is get personal assistants, put child look on your phone, and just don't look at it anymore.
There you go. And that's probably quite a kind of annual, like, year and a half or however long we've been doing Listening Together. That's kind of like Lily's general advice, isn't it? I think that's her parting gift for the world. Get off the fucking internet. And
Just
she
get
has.
off
She
it.
really has.
It's really not a good idea. I heard that Jack Dorsey, who created Twitter, is developing a new communication platform that just uses Bluetooth, so is not using the internet anymore. So we're now regressing.
What? The prophet has spoken and she was right again. We are going back.
Yeah. Everyone knows it's bad. Everyone knows it's bad. Look at us. Look at us as humans. It's not good.
Look at the fucking state of us.
Look at the fucking state of us.
So there you go. I hope that was helpful. I hope that travels all the way from New York and Walthamstow to you, my love, in Malta.
In Malta. Okay, next question.
Hi, Miquita and Lily. It's Cara from Brisbane, Australia. If you had to give up one of these things, which one would it be? Kissing or all sauces? Like every single type of sauce you can think of, including like pasta sauces, dipping sauces.
Oh, God.
Gravy, any kind of sauce. Anything that would go on a sandwich. Or kissing. Which one would you choose?
That is such a deep question. That is
I can't fucking help the sirens, Will. Like, I mean, what are you going to do? We're in New York. It's like...
She's in New York City. Let's use it as a bow, 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 sirens. Because that was a deep question. I was all right. I knew where I lived.
Kissing or sauce?
Until she said gravy. I was like, oh, fuck a duck.
Fuck a duck. Yeah, gravy.
I'm a condiment whore. I love them. In my new house, it was quite fun, Liddy, filling up the fridge. I was like, my own fridge again. Because Andy Oliver, let me tell you, those fridges are full of her shit and you don't really get much space. So I had a whole shelf and I was like,
I think I'm going with sauces.
you'd give up sauces. You'd have dry roast.
No. I'm not giving up sauces is what I'm saying.
You're giving up kissing so you can have gravy with your roast. So knock that piece of chicken all wet in gravy.
I think. I mean, it's a really hard one. But like...
I'd give up sauces.
No, you wouldn't.
I haven't had a good snog in a really good long time, so I've probably forgotten how good they are. So that's why I'm giving up.
Yeah, and they're great when they're great. But like, even like...
Mustard never lets you down, though.
Babe, just imagine, we eat 3 times a day. You take sauce out of the equation. Like, you're not kissing 3 times a day. Never. Even in like a long-term, good, solid, safe relationship. Still not kissing 3 times a day. Sauce isn't Tabasco. Like, come on. What are you talking about? You can't live without sauce.
What about sex without kissing? Could still be all right.
But what do you mean? Could still be. You're not coming from a kiss.
Okay, we're giving up kissing for sauces. We're giving up kissing for tartar sauce and gravy. That's just...
Wait, actually, hang on. God. Is it just kissing on the lips that we're talking about, or is it being kissed anywhere?
I think she means snogging.
Okay, so you can still have your nipples sucked.
Yes, Lynn. Yes, Lil.
Perfect. Well, then I'm choosing sauce.
Sauces it is. Sauce, as in we're picking sauces to live with kissings going. That was a fucking fantastic question. Thank you very much. More of the same. This poor bastard that's got to follow up that question. What you got? Come on, next question.
Hello, my name's Molly. I'm from Brighton, but before I was living in Angel Islington, so big up, big up. I've just got a question about the patriarchy. I'd love for you guys to do a whole episode about that because it's honestly the root of all evil, and it's really refreshing actually to listen to you guys talking about it, especially you, Lily, so openly. So yeah, my question is, what can we do to bring that patriarchy down? How can we bring it down? Thank you. Bye.
A wonderful question, but if you were a real dedicated listener, you'd know that around episode 6...
You would know we did a whole listen, bitch.
Absolutely, we did.
What can we do to bring the patriarchy down? I mean...
Dissecting it helps.
Close the wage gap. I mean, I think that men should be taxed higher than women.
Really, do you?
If we're going to change the patriarchy, I mean, what gives the patriarchy power is like, you know, economic power.
Mm.
And physical strength. But if you took away all of their money, then, you know, things would be easier for us. It would be funneled our way. So, yeah, I think tax the men. That would be my answer. Man tax.
A wonderful view of the world there, Lil. A wonderful way to solve things. Yeah, I it's weird. I did, like, when we did that episode of the patriarchy, I was a bit like, don't people talk about this all the time anyway? But I don't know whether... I don't know. Maybe on Women's Hour they did.
Definitely need a man tax. Okay, next question.
Hello, Lily and Miquita. It's Theo from Paris here. Absolutely love the podcast. Thank you for blessing my days. And I wanted to know, what are your favorite and least favorite British accents and why?
Great question.
I mean, to be honest, I like that there are British accents that are so horrible that I actually like them.
Lily, I don't know whether you can say that.
I know, I'm not going to say where they're from.
Okay.
But
yeah.
They do exist.
My when I was living at my mum's, when I was God, it's great to talk about past tense. Garfield's goddaughter moved in, Kevin Portillo's daughter, Sophie, and she started dating this Mancunian boy, and she was playing me and Phoebe his voice notes. And I was like, shit, this is sexy. I've never dated anyone from up north, like a dirty southerner. I really haven't. And I think that Mancunian accent, there's something very honest and like confident about it. But then I also like that in like a sort of Cockney lad accent.
I will say, I think northern people are just generally nicer than southerners.
Better people. That's what Dan Schreimer used to say. He was like, we're better people than you. I was like, I don't doubt it.
It's true.
Can you imagine how they see southerners? Just like fucking arseholes. But yeah, I don't want to say any that I don't like. We just like to really say, like, thank you, world, because it really isn't just this lovely country listening. This shit is so international. And I feel
literally no one from Great Britain sends us messages. It's only people from like abroad.
Paris and Australia.
And Malta.
So well done us.
And Montpellier and everywhere else.
But seriously, on your final listen bitch for a while, it's really, we have to really remember that. Like, what?
I'm going to remember that.
Bet you are. Wow, this theme is taking us all over the bloody place. Let's have a little break. Just get our wits about us, and we will see you after said break.
As always, you can listen to every single episode that we have ever recorded to date on the lovely and wonderful and reliable BBC Sounds.
Like last week's episode where we talked about tube strikes, the schooling system, and the incredible, unstoppable ascent of Richard Osman. I was going to say sir, but I don't think he's a sir yet.
Hello, Miss Me viewers. I'm Anushka Matanda-Doughty, and I'm dropping in to tell you about my podcast, Fame Under Fire. When celebrities find themselves in the firing line, which is often, whether it's a lawsuit or a scandal, we are going to debunk, fact check, interrogate, and answer your questions. So if you love being in the know about the latest celebrity stories and getting to the truth behind them, then I think you'll really enjoy Fame Under Fire. You can listen on BBC Sounds.
Welcome back to the roller coaster that is the Ask Us Anything episode of this week's Listen Bitch. It's quite the ride, you guys.
Let's have a question.
Hello, my name's Daniel. I'm 32 from Tooting, and my question is, back when you were like at your most famous, did you find yourself in any like raves or parties where there wasn't famous people and you were the only one and you were like mash up? And yeah, I guess I'm just getting at if you found yourself at any parties or anything in the early days of fame and you kind of didn't know how to take it. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know.
I mean,
back when I was at my most famous, I think you mean now.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you? When you were like impactful and important. What, Daniel?
When you were relevant. No,
Sure. The pub.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I think I was hyper aware of the fact that I was quite famous and I'd find myself in situations and people would be looking at me and staring at me, which is why I would get more mash up.
True say.
To try and be less aware of it.
True say. Yeah.
It was also the famous incident where I got carried out of the Glamour Awards for being in a K-hole. That was classic. That was at the height of my fame. Women of the Year.
But there were other famous people there.
There were.
Like, that was literally a famous people event, so that doesn't count.
It's true. But I was probably one of the most.
You were the big winner of the night. Left with you.
The biggest winner and the biggest loser right. At the same time.
I have to say, in the old days, I really, because there wasn't, I didn't get paparazzi. That was Lily's dish. That was Lily's cross to bear. But I was also always very aware of things like Pop Bitch. And there was like this thing in Heat magazine where they would say, you know, like Dermot O'Leary walking down Great Compton Street. And it was always like, Miquita Oliver pissed here. Miquita Oliver out of her head here. I was like, why did no one spot me like just on the bus on Oxford Street? Because I also did that as well. So I used to hate that one and was always very aware whenever I was like drunk and out. But same as you, I just get more fucked. And I do.
There was this one night, and I actually remember it being reported on Pop Bitch or one of those gossip sites where there was this journalist called Chantel Fiddy who was friends with Hattie Collins. Do you remember Hattie Collins?
Yeah.
And you, and a few other people had been partying somewhere in Hackney where there were pool tables downstairs.
Oh,
you remember?
Sounds great. Effe's?
Yeah, I think it was Effe's. And she retold this story about me being a cunt and stealing her jacket. And I know it was Lauren, right? I just know that it was Lauren. And I wrote to her, I DM'd her, and I was like, you've got this story wrong. Like, yes, maybe I am a cunt and I can be obnoxious, but the person you are talking about is somebody else.
Oh, very good friend.
Please amend your story.
Yes, babe.
And she was like, no, it was you. And I was like, I fucking wasn't.
Yeah, but it's a better story if it was you. Can I just say, I was doing a little FaceTime three-way with me, Phoebe and Lauren the other night. And Lauren was like, because Lauren used to be an avid Miss Me listener. She's like, yeah, I don't really listen anymore. And I was like, okay, well, fuck you. And she was like, to be honest, I preferred it when you were like telling more stories where I was involved. So that one's for you, Lauren. I hope that gets you back listening.
Rude. She doesn't listen anymore.
I know, she's busy. But I was like, what?
Sure. In Hastings, doing what? Sorry, no offense.
Raising her kids and having a career.
Okay,
let's have another question. Maybe we never needed a theme. I quite like this jumping all over the place. Maybe we'll do like an Ask Us Anything like once every 3 months.
Maybe it was your idea after all.
No, the themes were good. Let's have another question. Let's know. Who knows where the hell we'll go now?
Hi, Miquita and Lily. This is Mary, originally from the southern part of the United States. Lived in London for a while, now on the West Coast.
I'm sorry, can we just stop for a second? What is going on? Why is everyone from abroad?
Because we're worldwide, bitch. We're worldwide. It's all right.
What the fuck?
This is actually very, this is a really good thing to learn on, I'll say this afterwards. Let's go.
Anyway, my question is, I want you two to walk me through what would have been an ideal day for you as young friends hitting the streets in London, like during your very earliest years of your friendship. Thanks, y'all. Have a great show.
Well, earliest years, we'll probably, by the way, we're both just a bit flabbergasted at quite how international the audience seems to be today. But I think it's God producing and the team. Just to remind us how fucking big Miss Me got. It is so international. I think it's really good to let that sit in our hearts for a minute.
Or everyone's just like Lauren and they're bored of us in England.
When we were kids, maybe like a really excellent squat party, but I couldn't deal with the...
No, I can tell you what the perfect day was a little stroll down to Kensington Market, Red or Dead, couple of pots of hair dye, and then absolutely ransack either my house or your mum's house and dye our hair.
And steal Garfield's weed, yeah.
And listen to Nirvana or Hole.
Oh my God, let's do that anyway. That sounds like a great day. Lily and I used to dye our hair with this thing called Kool-Aid.
No, Manic Panic, babe.
Oh no, okay, me and Naima did Kool-Aid. We used to get those tubs.
With Willie and Cheyenne.
No, we used to get those tubs that we got in Kensington Market. God, our hair was many, many colours. Many, many colours. That would be the perfect day. We might have also busted out a bit of Pig Latin. Do you remember Pig Latin?
Yes.
We should have done your leaving announcement for a while in Pig Latin. Do you want to do it in Pig Latin?
I wouldn't be able to do it now.
Yes, you would. Come on, I'll start. Cardigan, Virgi, Hardigan, Vergan, Nadagan, Verga, Kurugas, Shadagan. You don't even know what we used to get away with talking in Pig Latin. I don't even think we called it Pig Latin, but whatever.
It was called like Wovagot or something.
And I worry that it was just me and you. It was like, come on, say one thing. Say...
No, I don't want to.
Oh,
I'm going to get it wrong.
Okay.
Feeling a bit sensitive.
Well, you were well versed in the old days, but what I did say was, can we have another question, please? That was...
I got that much.
Okay, so you could still understand it.
Let's have one more question.
Hey Lily and Miquita, Pippa here from Stevenage. So I've decided to ask you girls for this once in a lifetime topic, what is some of your favourite moments together? It could maybe be like from 20 years ago or even from Miss Me Live, and I'm sure you've had loads of moments together, and hopefully you'll be able to remember some of the best moments together. Love you girls, and Lily, it was really nice to see you at Heather. You did an amazing job.
There you go, someone local and who came to see you in the play.
I think one of the most poignant, sort of profound moments that we've had together was when we first started this podcast, and we'd done that Radio Times interview, and there was like a bunch of backlash about something I'd said about my kids, and it was the first time that I had experienced that with somebody that was in the room with me at the same time.
Right.
So I've given interviews and got shit as a result since, for the last 20 years. But people, I guess have always assumed to a certain extent, well, you said it. So like you made your bed so you can lie in it. But for the first time, I had sat with somebody, i.e. you, and said something in a certain context, and you had seen firsthand how it had been spun and presented in a completely different way. And so that was, and it was nice to experience it, but it was also really nice how we communicated with each other around it afterwards. And it was really, really special time for me because I felt very seen and very heard in a way, and supported in a way that I hadn't done before. So I would say that was one of the best moments.
Stop. Yes, Rasta, I got you.
It's very simple and very trivial, but it was very powerful and meaningful.
Yes. I was going to say Reading Festival 2004. When the Streets album came out, we just loved it together so deeply, and it just I love that there was a particular album to backbone that period of time. I think we both got our independence. You were driving, I was making some money, and we just, anything in the Peugeot 206 was a good time, really.
Oh, the Peugeot 206. Literally, those were the days.
The days.
I'd do anything to go back to that car. I'd just live in it. I would live in that car.
And be 20 and just be like a bit free. Like you weren't even famous yet.
Burning CDs off LimeWire.
Yeah, man.
Chucking them straight into the car.
We were just like, and we were on the cusp of so much and yet we didn't know it, which I always find very exciting. But, we might be at that point right now. But then also I would throw in actually the beginning of Miss Me when I suddenly realised that we might be onto something. I was like, oh, I think we might be onto something.
I remember like the week before going like, we made the biggest mistake of our lives.
You did say that. You did say that. And I was like, nope, we haven't. We haven't. So what a fucking ride, Lily Allen.
What a ride.
I think it's good that we're going to have some time away from doing this together because I don't think we'll really understand what we've done here without having that. When you're sort of doing it every week, you're just in it. But I think when you take a little break, you'll be like, what the fuck just happened?
What the fuck was that about?
What was that? No, I truly will miss doing this with you. I won't miss you.
I'm going to miss it too.
I'll call you later.
I'm going to miss it too. I just...
No, I'm proud of you. I'm really fucking proud of you. I want you to go and have some adventures and focus on your shit. And I want to take Miss Me to new places. When you do something, you have to be brave to let it become other things. And it will always be something that was started with our friendship. But I think there are more places for it to go. I like to think of it as a place where people reveal themselves and no one is honest like they are on Miss Me. And I do love that about it. I do. But good luck with all of your endeavours, my darling little schmilly boo-boo.
I love you. And thank you to all of the team who've been supporting us for the last year and a half, however long it's been.
Thank you everyone for working so hard to help us turn Miss Me into this thing that means so much to so many people.
Thank you, Dylan, our commissioner.
Shout out to Dylan. He's a good man. He's just working for the boss. Oh my God. And I should probably stop now because we actually are staying on the BBC.
You good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right, darling. I love you. I'll call you later. And next week, I'll be back with beautiful Jordan.
Wait, you need to choose a subject matter, or should I choose it?
I've got good ones because I'm doing all the ones you wouldn't bloody do with me. So we're either doing dogs or blowjobs. I mean, dogs or oral sex.
I'll choose because you need the call to action.
Okay, dogs or oral sex, whichever one you
guess what it's going to be. It will be
blowjobs,
and you can answer. You can send your voice notes to 08000 30 40 90.
For the last time, let me get a rewind. Where do you send the voice notes, Lily?
08000 30 40 90 or dirty 40 90. Get me?
You get me. Are we allowed to do blowjobs?
It's done.
It's done.
Fellatio.
Right. Yeah, but this is it. Yeah, man. This call to action is going to be great. Oh, Lily, you finally gave me blowjobs. You really do love me.
I'll give you a blowjob at any time. Okay.
Love you, Lily Allen. You've been great. What a tenure you've done. What bloody hard work you've done here. Now go forth and change the world like only you can.
Spread your wings.
Spread your wings. Show the world who you are, darling. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.